that new whip. Hey, who get a do drip?
And we're live.
Welcome to BETT Records, where we talk about hot topics, ideas, and all the shit you really want to hear.
How's it going, guys? Special week. We got some special guests. More like normal guests now at this point. I mean, we've had a couple of them on at least once. So we got J-Cat, Q-Tip. What's up, guys?
I'm doing pretty good. Just chilling, just trying to survive the week, getting close to spring break. Looking forward to that.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
And what's up, guys? Thanks again, Josh and Trenton. Good to see you, Q-Tip.
Hell yeah, guys.
How was your guys' weekend? What did you guys do?
Just relaxed. Went to the gym. I did work on Saturday, so yeah.
I saw you both days of the weekend.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that was kind of a good question. We all hung out, but I don't know.
I saw Josh on Saturday. Yeah.
Josh, you remember? Yeah, you were there.
I remember it a little bit. Yeah.
only a little bit, yeah.
But no, I thought it was kind of cool to hang out with our really old friends, like Friendo. We haven't seen in a minute.
Yeah.
You guys hung out with Friendo?
Yeah, Friday.
Yeah, he was out there on Friday.
Oh, really?
We had
Yeah.
Nico knows both days.
Oh, okay.
Yep, Mitch
okay.
too, all the boys. But no, that was a good time just because it's been forever since like all those people have been together at the same time.
Yeah,
Sure.
at the same place, same
Yeah.
time.
Family reunion.
Yep,
Right.
Justin,
Basically,
Yep.
Yeah, it was
a good
pretty
time.
lit on Saturday. That was kind of a good
Yeah,
time.
no, it was a really fun time.
It
I
was
had fun playing
interesting.
Pong against you guys. It was a good time.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, was it fun though?
Was it fun,
Hey,
Lisa?
it was. I won. I won one of my games.
Well, against me though.
Not against you.
Yeah.
Ah.
I only played
yeah.
one game against you though.
Did I see you on Saturday night? I don't think I did.
Yeah.
No, because they popped out pretty late. I don't know if you were there.
Yeah, we
Saturday.
popped out. I definitely wasn't there till like 11.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think so. Because
Okay.
you didn't get back
Yeah.
until town.
No,
till
I didn't
Yeah, I
pick
was-
you up until
Because
11.
I was bowling.
I didn't pick you up
until
till
that.
after 11.
Right,
Yeah.
picked you at the bowling
Dude,
alley.
oh my
Yeah.
god, bro, that was a wild bowling experience, bro. My coworker who I went with a couple coworkers, and one of them was our DD, and the other one was like, hey, let's get messed up.
Was
and
an
I-
instigator.
Yeah, he's an instigator. So he happened to know the server lady who was serving us. So whenever she came around, he was like, well, I could order one pitcher per time, but it's more efficient to order two. And then I guess when I was away bowling, he told her if we didn't have two, to bring another one, like full ones. So no joke, we went through like 7 pitchers.
Damn.
Dude, at one point, this man...
What time did you guys get there?
Went like 8,
Oh, damn.
8:30.
8 till 11, yeah.
Yeah. At one point, this man goes up to bowl. I can tell he's just blasted because I've seen him blasted before. And he goes to throw. He literally launches it 2 lanes over and smokes a bunch of pins in somebody else's lane.
Oh my God,
And we
really?
all kind of looked around and we're like, oh God, did he actually just do that?
Damn.
I don't think anybody
notice?
I don't think anybody noticed.
No.
I don't think anybody
Really?
noticed. And then it was my turn to go up. So then I was like, God damn it, dude. So I quick took a ball and just threw it in the gutter. So because obviously
Because
I'm
it was
not,
on his scoreboard?
Yeah, I'm not going to give
Yeah.
him points. Like,
yeah.
no, you missed. That's
Yeah.
that's yours. But
Yeah.
yeah, very interesting
Yeah,
time.
what the fuck?
Very interesting
That'd be a
time.
fun prank to like go to a bowling alley and
Just
then
hit
like
other people's
when someone
lanes.
turns it around, like they
Oh
have
my
one
God.
pin left or something, and just
Just
like throw a gutter ball or
smoke it.
something. And
I think Nelk boys have done that before.
Oh, man.
people
Someone
would
They've
get
done everything under the moon,
so
bro.
pissed,
dude, did you see they posted a new video a
Yeah,
couple
I
days
did.
ago? I didn't watch it.
They were
but it
like-
was with the QR codes.
Yeah, I didn't watch the full video of it. They
Me
were
neither. I
in
just
southern
saw the
Brazil,
title.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, Jesus.
The
really?
last one they did was...
Southern
went to-
Really?
Brazil.
And the one before that they posted last week, they
Yeah.
went to Rio de Janeiro, and they went to the favelas.
Wow.
Oh my
Those
God,
are
really?
dangerous.
Yeah, I bet, bro.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I read some stories about over there. Like, it's pretty bad.
And they were
honestly. It
like,
can get really bad.
and their tour guide was just like, nothing's stopping you from going there, but I do not
yeah,
recommend
even
it.
you know when the tour guy is like, yeah, bro, I don't know if I would go there.
Yeah.
But he says you can freely go
Yeah.
there.
If you want to, yeah. A couple things from last week. We had one of our biggest things we kind of talked about. We had the whole football thing that we went through with
Right at the end.
J-Cat here.
Yeah.
We talked about that. Yeah. And one of our things we said was that they should probably drop Deshaun Jackson. Literally the next day when this podcast got posted, I'd say not a couple hours into the morning, they
Yeah.
literally dropped him, and I was like,
Yep.
we're wizards.
We can predict the future, bro.
I saw that coming from a mile away.
Dude.
We all did, but I mean,
Oh, you
still.
unplugged the thing, bro. Oh no, look what you did.
For how much they're over the cap space and how aged Deshaun Jackson is. I mean, he still has the speed and the step that he has, but he's not as valuable. He's not as valuable as he used to be.
It's kind of fragile.
It's
Yeah.
okay, Josh. You can't hear the lights on the podcast. That's
Yeah,
fine,
but you can
So
see
do you think it's a?
So check us out on YouTube. We're soon enough you'll be able to see our podcast. As
So you
well.
think it's a really, you think it's a really
podcast.
logical move for
See
Deshaun
the rainbow.
Deshaun Jackson
Taste
to
the
move
rainbow.
over there?
Can you repeat that again? Two morons.
Yeah,
were
sorry.
talking.
Do you think it's a very logical move for Jackson to move over there then?
You mean for the Eagles to cut him?
Yeah.
cut him?
Well,
yeah,
he didn't
it's-
move anywhere. He just got
Oh, he
cut.
hasn't moved
Yeah.
anywhere yet. My bad, my
Well,
bad.
as I said on the last podcast, I think I said the Eagles were $46 million over the cap space.
Yeah,
they
dude.
Yeah.
they
They
have
got
to
to
make
drop.
they have to
some
make
people.
some moves. Like there's even
Yeah.
talks about them getting rid of Zach Ertz too.
Ooh,
He didn't
yeah.
perform well this year. And
Well, with
them,
no quarterback, you can't, right?
Well,
we
they got
talked
Jalen
about that
Hurts,
too.
I
We
mean.
talked about that too, but
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you got Ertz. Do you think there are any other players that they would consider too?
There
that
was,
are not cutting it.
Jeffrey, we talked about Jeffrey.
yeah, we did
too,
talk
but-
about Jeffrey.
Kind of repeat
guy has no
combos, to be
hands.
honest. But, yeah, I mean, yeah, just kind of interesting stuff. But moving in, we got some cool stuff that happened this week. I think this episode's gonna be more just like a what happened this week kind of a thing. Like not
Yeah,
too
it's been a
much,
wild week,
not
though.
not too much. It has been a wild
It's
week.
been a wild week.
You got a couple big announcements. 500,000 people dead to Corona over the past year.
Yep, since last March. Which, fun fact, anyone that's been to the Arlington Cemetery, they have just over 400,000 graves there now, I believe, and they have about 25 burials every day.
Wow.
But coronavirus has still, in the past year, had more deaths than the Arlington Cemetery, and that place is massive.
Yeah.
I went there, I don't know, 5 years ago maybe, and they literally have a train or like a trolley
That,
thing
like,
to
has
bring
to
you
take you
from
around,
to bring you
yeah.
to like different sections, and this is where they have the burials, and then it's a
Mm-hmm.
10-minute train ride to the next section, and they have this little area with what Kennedy's buried there, Bobby.
Three of the Kennedys: John
Oh,
F.
three of
Kennedy,
them?
Robert
Wow.
Kennedy, and Ted Kennedy.
Okay, I knew a couple.
crazy.
Okay.
And the thing about that cemetery is it's not not just anybody can be buried there. You have to have
Right.
some military service,
Right. Yeah.
some
Right.
government service.
Yep.
Like one person who's buried. My dad used to live in D.C. and that was one of my favorite places to go. They had
Yeah.
famous boxer Joe Louis buried there. You wouldn't think, but he did serve in
Huh.
the Air Force. I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
Sure.
Well, yeah.
They have the three Kennedys, obviously. They
Yep.
have President William Howard Taft,
Yep.
fattest president of all time. And, of course, the iconic Tomb of the Unknown Soldier.
Yeah,
That was a
right.
very cool thing to see.
Yes.
Yeah, and the guys guarding it and whatnot.
Yep. 24 hours a day,
That's
365 days a
Yeah,
year.
that's
Yeah.
crazy. I wonder what that pays.
Right.
It pays a good amount, but it's more of the honor of
Well,
serving.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
obviously, for sure. It was
Those-
more of a joke.
Those guards, when they get that job, they like commit the rest of their lives.
They're like
yeah, it's like a
sworn
life
They
to
can
sentence,
never-
like
secrecy.
a judge, like a Supreme Court judge.
they can
Yeah.
they can never drink alcohol. They can
Damn.
never use profanity either.
Wow,
Damn,
weird.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Well, and when they're serving and walking around, I'm sure you've been there. So they have the ceremony every, what is it? I don't know, half hour or 20 minutes or
Yep,
something.
changing of the guard.
Yes. Yep. And they don't talk the whole time. I think someone yells once or something, and that's it. But like you can't even talk to them. Maybe they don't even yell. I don't remember.
No, they do. They don't
They
talk.
do.
It's more of like a oh.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
Grunt. Whatever.
Making
Like a
noises and
grunt.
stuff,
Whatever you want to call it.
yeah.
Right?
The funniest videos I've seen is when somebody, so you know how there's that little like barricade that people can't cross.
Right. Yep.
Whenever there was like, I saw a video of a little kid. You know, kids will be kids.
Yeah.
One like dived under, but he didn't like run out. The guard stepped off the path and said, "It is your duty to remain off the walking
Yeah.
grounds." He stands there for like 21 seconds, which is 21 seconds because of the 21 gun salute. Whenever they
Yep.
turn, they look for 21 seconds. Anything they do, they have to pause and wait 21 seconds. So
Damn.
it's just 21 seconds of him just staring at the kid.
Yep.
He just turns, steps right back on,
Yep.
just keeps
and
walking.
continues. Yep.
Dude, what the fuck?
Yep.
It's like they're
crazy
it's like they're not
Wow,
even
bro,
real
they're
people.
Like robots.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is.
robots.
That's like some
Yep.
Buckingham Palace shit, like really, for like the guards.
Right.
Yeah,
In
where
is
they-
it Britain? Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, those guys are even crazier.
Yeah, that's what I'm
dude.
saying. That's what
you
it's
like
like.
throw stuff at them.
But it is
and
really
they
the
do
same
much.
thing, to be
Yeah.
clear.
Yeah,
honest.
no, like it's the same duty basically.
Yeah, the secrecy. Speaking of robots, have you guys seen that
Oh, the Philadelphia
robot, the thing in Philadelphia? Yeah, the first robot that was implemented in an airport. It actually brings out food from a restaurant and like brings it to you.
Yeah, I actually
for like contactless delivery.
Right. I actually just read a little bit on it. It's called At Your Gate is what it is. It's got like a big at symbol on the side.
Yeah.
It carries like 40 or 50 pounds of food.
Holy crap.
Yeah, well, and which makes sense if it's a family of 4 or whatever.
Yeah,
and
you gotta,
for
I guess you gotta carry a lot.
Yeah, But yeah, it connects through like the Bluetooth signals, and there's
like
a person that walks around
it just
with
like
it for
follow
now.
you?
But yeah, so like there's a what do you want to call it? An escort. Like so, there's still a worker that has to walk it to place to
Oh,
place.
so it's not really contact. Well, I
But
guess
the person,
well,
no,
you
the
know what
person
AI
doesn't.
is,
Right,
though.
the person doesn't touch
Yeah.
anything. It just is it follows you around, and then the person pushes something on their phone, and the tray opens up or whatever. You get your food. And
Please take
it
your
goes back.
food.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So-
it's
so
probably
it
like
still
just a
is,
slightly
but-
smarter Roomba, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So is there only one of them, or is there multiple?
Well,
Because that's a big airport.
It's the first one that it was implemented. I don't know if it's multiple or if it's just one, because I think it's just one restaurant so far that's implementing it. I'm sure it's like a trial
I'm
basis.
sure, yeah, they're
you
going
know?
to roll out a shit ton more.
And they're gonna see like, hey, is this a good
it's worth
idea
it.
or is this a bad idea? And I'm sure at some point it's gonna get fully autonomous to where they don't need the little escort person. It literally just fucking like rolls around, and then it's got like a camera, and it's gonna somebody behind a mic is gonna be like, "Are you Mr. Garcia?" Yes. Oh, here's your food. Or you're gonna have to like show it.
Maybe that's
ID
why
or
the person
something.
still walks them around as a trial run, because it just came out not that long ago.
Just launched it
Yeah.
like fresh tech. I'm surprised that it's only like, because I've only ever heard of this. This is the first I'm hearing of this.
This site's from the 23rd, literally today.
I don't
haven't
know
looked
if
at it.
it's a like something they've tried other places or not. I mean, it's definitely interesting though, for
Yeah.
sure.
But
Yeah,
think
no,
about
I
that
think
in
it
like
has
the
a future.
Minneapolis airport, dude. That would go crazy, honestly, everywhere too. And the Minneapolis airport, really every
Well,
airport,
you would
Vegas
probably have
airport.
you probably have like 4 or 5 per section of the airport, because they have
Yeah.
it sectioned up at the airport. You know what I mean? Like they have like McDonald's and like et cetera restaurants next to each other. That's a section, right?
Yeah.
And you have like 4 or 5 bots for that section.
Yeah.
And then you got like Smash Burger, Chick-fil-A. I don't know if there's a Chick-fil-A at the Minneapolis.
right,
but,
or which
you know,
one? There is.
If this project becomes successful, can you guys just imagine what the airport's going to look like? There's going to be more robots than
Shit
humans.
ton of
Oh,
robots.
God.
No, I don't think they're
Just
only
like
that
in the
many.
pathways, just
That's
multiple
what's nice about
robots.
robots is you'll need way less.
Did you
You'll
guys
probably
see
need like
that-
10 per section.
Have you guys seen that future tech where they have the warehouse robot? It's called the Squid.
What?
So what it is it's you install like these rail systems onto pre-existing warehouse shelves, and the Squid, it automatically like you upload your warehouse setup,
Yep.
and it maximizes the storage, and it puts
Really?
like boxes and crates onto a little platform, then it slides up the rail system and over
Yeah.
and puts it right onto the shelf.
It's kind of like it's kind of like a soda dispenser.
It's
you know,
like a
it just
Tetris
goes
robot.
where it
Yeah,
goes.
it's like
I
a
would say
actually-
I've heard of something similar at libraries, or at least they're trying to get at libraries where it knows the whole library can find any book in like
Really?
a certain amount of seconds.
So you
Yeah.
kind of just put it in the slot like a red box, and it goes.
It could, yeah, it
puts
could slot it
back
back
where it
in or
goes.
slot it back out.
That'd be
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now that you mention it, I feel like that I've seen a couple prototypes of that they were
Yeah.
experimenting
The
with.
book thing or what?
No, of the squid.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I swear
never
I've
heard
seen
of
some
it.
It's
prototypes
definitely
of it on the
it's
internet.
definitely some cool tech. Like it's definitely going to maximize it. And it's going to be interesting to see because currently there's a lot of like warehouse jobs and stuff. So
Yeah.
if that gets fully implemented, because I
Right.
believe I'd imagine the Squid is way cheaper than having a person.
I'm sure.
It's probably way more efficient. It's probably way
Over time?
cheaper.
Over time,
Oh,
yeah,
right away,
sure,
it's going to be
right.
more, but
Yeah.
you don't have to give a robot health benefits
right.
and like any of that stuff. So it's going to be interesting to see how we transition from being that like warehouse job-esque thing to not doing any of that. Like, what if Amazon implements these things, and you know how they
Right.
have the Amazon workers
The
that get paid,
the Amazon Packers.
they get
yeah.
paid what, like $18 an hour or some crap doing the
Yeah.
Amazon thing?
When you
Yeah.
put it that way, that sounds more of a detriment to like the American worker having
Exactly.
less
Well,
jobs
obviously it
available.
is.
It
Yeah.
does,
Yeah.
but that's where the world's going.
Yeah.
It's going to a more science fiction world.
And we have to solve that problem, but we still have a good bit of time. I think like our AI
Yes.
it's advanced, but it's not that advanced.
It's
yet.
not to
Yeah.
the point
It will,
where
at least for the next 20 years, it's going to need human help. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It can pull it off the line, but you might need somebody on a forklift to get it where it's actually supposed to go.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing with robots too, you don't have to worry with COVID either. I mean,
Well,
obviously, right? So
Yeah,
then you
that
don't
was
have
a
any of the
permanent
health
thing,
risks.
yeah.
You don't
Can
have
a
to
robot
whatever.
get COVID?
Exactly. What if it could?
Well, my
We don't know yet because there's not enough research out. Maybe they could. Huh?
And also, I don't know if you guys seen the YouTube videos of like when warehouse workers screw up and like the entire warehouse just comes down.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
the racking.
Like,
the racking in a warehouse.
like,
yeah.
that robots-
Eliminate error.
Yeah, robots. I feel like there's stuff they're working on it, but I still
Yeah.
don't feel like they're perfect
Well,
yet.
that's like
because the thing is
Teslas,
to
too.
make them perfect.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they're gonna have to do trial and
But
error
once
to
they get
perfect
to
it.
that point to where they are perfect,
Yeah.
But when will that be?
then it's over.
Yeah.
It is over. Yeah, that's the big
Once
question.
they
here, man.
once they
have to
master
solve
the
a lot of
form of
problems.
AI, it's over.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
every job in the world is going to get taken over by robots.
all of the at least
Like
very basic ones. Yes.
iRobot. I know that movie's old. I don't know if all of you have seen it or not,
have,
but
Or what about Wally?
even Wall-E, bro, we're just everything's a robot, and there's nothing that robots aren't involved in. Because I mean, just think about it in everyday life.
Your phone is a robot.
What can you think of that a robot couldn't do better than a person if mastered?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, well, there's obviously a lot of things that are just take way too much skill. And that's why when, like, say the robots do come in, like when they take all those really simple jobs, because they can actually be able to do those simple jobs perfectly.
Yep.
Then you're always going to need people to maintain those robots because they're
That's
always
true.
going to fail. They're always going to fail. Or
But
they're always
those
gonna have
jobs are
glitches.
never going to leave.
Yeah,
It's-
those
it's-
jobs never
It's
leave.
the
that's
working
true.
class that's going to take
Yeah,
the
the
biggest
working class is
hit.
going to take this, which is where you have to do a lot of solutions. You know, that's where you start looking at like things like universal basic income. You know, you look at like making like higher education cheaper, etc. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's just, I mean, it's really interesting stuff. And even moving on from that, you got a bunch of interesting stuff going on. Even with COVID, you got a bunch of the stuff about masks that we're gonna have to go well into 21. While even some places say that masks could be gone within the coming months.
Yeah, that's a hard.
Our savior, our savior, Doctor. What's his name? Fauci. I call him Dr. Fiji.
Fauci.
Bro. I call him Dr. Fiji 'cause he's bougie.
God.
This dude makes $100,000 a year to be the health leader,
it?
the COVID leader of
That's it?
America.
Not even just COVID.
100K?
Anything.
That's it?
He's like the.
What
he's
is he
big.
actually?
He's
Is that
huge in
really?
health
Oh,
He's
administration.
basically
He's gotta make
he's
more than
basically like
100K.
the president's bitch when it comes to medical stuff.
He's got to make way more
He's
than
not,
100K,
he's not the general
bro.
surgeon, but he's in that area of the department.
That guy kind of
thing a
irritates me a
touchscreen?
little bit.
Bro, it says that he made $417,000 in 2019, but
That's 2019.
exactly,
He probably
and that's
made
without
a
COVID.
shit ton this
And
year, bro.
I don't know, dude. I guess maybe that his
Oh,
salary
it's-
for
it's the
20,
same, yeah,
yeah, that's
434.
his salary for yeah.
That's
Yeah.
still a lot of money.
That's a lot more than I thought, but exactly. But that's the thing.
I was gonna say
To
100K
go on
sounds
to go on the
weak
news
a
for 5
doctor.
minutes and change your story about we don't. Well, it started with we don't need masks, right? He's like, nah, we don't need masks because keep the healthcare workers with them and whatever. And
Yep.
then about a week later, yeah, we should probably go into masks. That's probably a good idea if everyone has one.
And
eh?
then he made headlines on opening day for the MLB season where he threw out the first pitch at the Nationals
right.
game.
Yep.
And he got a lot of backlash because
Yeah.
2 nights before that, he went out and saying, with your mask, do not pull them down and have them on your neck. And then he's photographed in the stands with the mask on his neck like this, sitting next to 2 people, no distance at all. He got so much shit. And he's
No, I
like,
believe
and
it.
he said, his response, I simply took down my mask to hydrate myself because I was getting dehydrated. And my response is, so you just took a drink of water.
Right.
Why did you
Yeah.
have to go in?
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
man,
got to
yeah.
be political.
He's
dude.
bougie, bro. He's gotta stay hydrated.
Yeah, he's got to set a good example. You know what I mean? Of course.
Yeah, but I mean, political leaders have never really done that. I mean, any political leader has.
He's not a political leader though.
Well, I mean, yeah, he definitely is. Think about how much influence Fauci has over people.
He can't
He's
vote.
he
He
is a
can't
political
vote or do
leader.
anything.
A political leader is
I
somebody
think
who
he's
has
kind of a joke now.
Dude.
But he still has influence over a ton of people. You can't deny that.
Unfortunately, he has influence over the whole United States of America.
Exactly.
But he's
that makes him a
still-
leader.
still,
I'm not
bro.
saying that he's
Just
a good
recently,
leader,
just
but he is a
recently,
leader.
within the past 2 days, he talked about kind of how it was some reporter was asking questions like, so is it safe to go see our grandparents if they have both vaccines? And he basically said no, because we still have no idea how long this is going to last, if it's really going to protect everything, if both what is it, I can't remember, both different doses of it are going to work. Like,
yeah, well, it's still a really hard thing to make. We know the vaccine is good, but we don't know the details of the vaccine.
Exactly.
We won't know until time comes. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
We won't know if you're going to need multiple vaccines, if you're not going to need a vaccine every year, or if it's going to last forever.
And what's that? What does that do? I don't know. How does that make someone like me feel? Kind of okay. Should I even bother getting it at this point?
It depends.
I mean,
on what you
of
want
course,
to do
should
in your
I?
life,
Yes, but if I'm still gonna have to wear a mask whether I get it or not. If we're still all gonna have to have the same rules, if we're all gonna be still shut down, does it really? What's really the point in it? How can our political leader just kind of say,
No,
you
I
can
feel
do
that.
it,
That is
but
a really good point.
I don't know.
One thing that really raised my eyebrow about the vaccine was when Donald Trump was still in office and they got the vaccines out and everyone was like, no, I don't think you should take it. Joe Biden gets inaugurated. Take it,
Yep.
take it, take it,
He
take
took.
it.
I read he took it 9 days before he went to office.
Yeah, it's just annoying.
That's crazy.
Yep, he took it 9 days before he went to
and
office.
that's something I don't feel comfortable with either. As somebody who probably would be like on the other side of the spectrum politically, I don't think politicians should be the people who should be valued for the vaccine. I think it should be the weaker populations, like the elderly, kids, etc. Not kids, obviously.
I
we're
mean,
not doing
it kind of
until
is
them.
the elderly, though.
It
Yeah, the
definitely is
elderly and
Senile.
healthcare workers, teachers, etc. Those are the populations that deserve the vaccine, not politicians. I totally agree with that.
I agree too, but well,
no one would miss them.
Exactly right. I think we'd all just be happy if all of the politicians were gone and we just got a new wave of them.
Wow.
Nah,
Maybe we could,
anarchy.
Wow.
no, not quite anarchy, but I mean,
That's
some
what
of
it
these
is without
some of these older guys, though,
No, like the older guys like McConnell. And
McConnell,
Pelosi.
yeah,
And
McConnell, Pelosi,
and
I wouldn't really feel too bad.
There was something trending on social media where
That's
people were
gonna
putting
lose
this
us
out,
viewers.
and they said the age of Nancy Pelosi and Mitch McConnell, and they were saying they should really make a law that politicians should be required to retire by a certain age.
Yeah.
And I kind of do
Or have a
agree with
term
that a little
limit.
bit because
for
you
sure.
do start to deteriorate, and your mental capacity isn't going to be the same once you get in your elder
Yeah, and
years.
you don't
You're not going to be
represent
as
you don't
effective.
represent the country as well as you did when you were elected. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're only getting probably you might gain a new base every time you get elected, but is that new base actually comparing to the actual base of voters that represents the whole country?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Justin, have you seen that thing with Bobby Shmurda?
Who?
it's Bobby Shmurda, bro. It's
Who?
fucking
Bobby Shmurda?
Who's that? Who's that? What?
It's Bobby, bitch. Bobby, bitch. No, it's fucking Bobby, bitch.
It's Bobby, bitch.
Who?
It's Bobby. It's Bobby, bitch. What you mean?
Never
Bro,
heard of
he
him.
just got out of prison today, bro. He had Quavo pick him up from the airport, or not the airport, out of prison. Sorry, no, he didn't get released from the airport. He got released from prison, but yeah, he got picked up from Quavo from prison and shit.
Pulled out
We're
up
gonna-
in his
it's-
wraith or something.
I don't know what he pulled up in, but I heard that he was gonna pick him up. I heard definitely a bunch of like influencers are like, okay, let's like work with each other because everyone I don't know, everyone kind of forgot about him, but at the same time, I mean he was doing some crazy stuff when he came out. The what is it called, the Shmoney dance or something?
Yep.
Money dance.
Dude, is it something, dude? I can't even remember what it is.
What are you guys
but-
talking about?
Are
The
you kidding me?
Shmoney dance?
Bro, hold on.
The
I
Shmoney dance.
really have no idea who you guys are talking about.
Bobby Shmurda.
I don't know if I'm just uncultured or
No, he's just
Hot
he's
Boy,
been a
bro.
very
Oh,
big,
Hot Boy,
big
yeah.
hip hop artist
The
for like the
Shmoney
last
dance.
10 years,
Yeah,
and
it's
he was in jail for the last 5 years. But a lot of people have been
What'd he
waiting for him to get out of jail.
what'd he do?
What was it? It was murder, right?
He murdered somebody and he got out of jail after only 5 years.
Well, when you have money, right?
Yeah, dude.
Wow, the
But
justice system.
no, he just came out. He just got out of jail. He's been locked up for 7 years. I kind of think. So I actually heard something earlier today. Since he finally got out and whatever. That the New York police. Him.
That should still get you a while in prison.
He was in prison for 7 years. But hear me out. So the police hit him up about, I think it was a year into his prison, or into his sentence. That it was originally 5, and right after that, he got an offer from the police saying, "We'll give your buddy, we'll just let him out in a year." They were both like sent to 5 years. They said, "Okay, we'll reduce his sentence by 4 years if you stay for an extra 2." So someone said that he was creating like a whole I don't know, kind of whole new hip hop community and wave and kind of thing that the New York police wanted to shut him down, not to cause riots and things kind of like that, just so it didn't blow up like the next 6ix9ine almost or something.
And speaking of 6ix9ine, it actually mentions here that in 2018, how do you pronounce his name again?
Bobby
Shmurda,
bro.
Bobby, bitch.
It's Bobby.
It
Just call him
says,
Bobby, bitch.
it says that Bobby was featured on American rapper 6ix9ine's song "Stupid," which peaked at number 25 on the Billboard Hot 100.
I forgot that.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Stupid. You never heard of
You
stupid?
stupid.
I mean, but how
That's
can,
an
he,
old
how,
one,
can, how
but-
can he be featured in the
Oldie but a
video if he
goodie.
was in jail during it?
No, they do that. They definitely do that.
Yeah.
So they let him out of jail just to
No,
shoot
they
him.
rap over
I
the
don't know,
phone.
dude.
Yeah,
They do sometimes.
They
They do
rap.
some,
Yes.
some shit like that.
Yeah,
They do
Who did
shit
the
like
whole
that.
song rap?
Hey,
on?
Bob.
I know.
Hey, Bobby, here's your quarter. Here's your one phone call for the day. Just rap
It was
into
it
the
was a couple years ago. Was that 6ix9ine?
2018.
Dude, that was a 6ix9ine song too. Let me
Yeah, he did this whole song over the.
the whole verse. The dude that
Which one is that?
it's not. It said I pulled it. I googled it. It says swerving. That's definitely not swerving. But
It's not
It's
Swervin'.
not gonna pull up, dude. It's a different song, but literally like the whole verse at the end. It's silly. Is it not like silly? But you silly.
But yeah,
No.
like so Bobby's has had always a huge hype train behind him, even while he's been in jail for these last like
I don't know.
7 years, basically. You know, people have been waiting for him to get out of jail. People have been on the free Bobby train.
The
for
Bobby
the last,
Boucher.
They've been on the free Bobby train for the
Bobby
last 7
bitch.
years. You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy to see that. You know what I mean? This guy's maintained a level of hype that's like almost like unprecedented for somebody who's just been sitting in jail for years and years.
Dude, no, it's the same song. It's stupid.
Mama-
Stupid is the one we were thinking about. Where
It's
Bobby
stupid.
Shmurda literally has his whole verse on the jail phone. There's
Yeah.
no music in the background, and it sounds like you know
Yeah.
really like phone scratchy. But bro, that shit was dope. Though. I remember
I wonder
that.
what's
I was
next
like,
for him.
Yeah, dude, that's the biggest thing. He's gonna come back with
Yeah.
some heat. Everyone's gonna try and hit him up,
whatever,
dude.
it doesn't matter. It could be like really trash. Honestly, I bet it hits like top 25 on
Everyone's
the
gonna
billboards
listen to it
anyway.
anyways.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
dude,
Yeah.
100%. He's gonna be he's one of the biggest things talked about right now, other than the Tiger Woods
Yeah.
thing. Have
And
you guys
he's
seen
had
that
his
too?
hype.
even?
He's had his
Yeah.
hype for years and years. While he's been in
Yeah,
jail
dude.
doing literally nothing, you know, except for like the 6ix9ine here and there. You know, what I mean? He's
Yeah.
just sitting there.
So
Yeah.
ESPN breaking news today.
For the Tiger Woods thing?
Yep,
Dude,
golf
that
star
shit was crazy.
Tiger Woods was involved in a very serious car accident today,
Yeah.
and that's
Whoa.
big news for the sports world because when you guys think of when we look back 50 years from now, and we think about the athletes that made the beginning of the 21st century. Tiger Woods is definitely on that list.
Oh, yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
very terrible that we have.
And I would say he's, I don't know, probably the most, I don't know, arguably the most influential, like, person of color to be in the golf game, I would say. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know if he's the first person to win this big, but I'd say he's probably the most famous. I'm not the biggest into golf, but I'd say he's probably the most, you know, household golf name. You know?
Household name, yeah.
Update on my ESPN that this just in.
Really?
Tiger Woods suffers compound lung fracture and shattered
Oh
ankle.
my god,
Oh,
man.
that's serious. That's
Dude,
serious.
that doesn't surprise me because did you see the car? So the whole front dash was a pancake.
Yeah, that's scary stuff.
So I saw a thing from so I watched it like live at work for 20 minutes. I listened to it in my headphones and was doing actual work. But
Yeah, is that
anyways.
what happened?
No, yeah. Okay, we have two screens. We did work in one. And we watched it in the other screen. But anyways,
and
the-
listen.
and they said that the news has been blowing it up and saying that they use the jaws of life, but they just said that they used an axe and a big hook is how they explained it to open the windshield pull the windshield off to pull him out.
Yep.
But the doctor that they had interviewed during the live stream I was watching too said that they were concerned about like his pelvic or femur more than likely, or his knees or ankles too. So that doesn't surprise me that the ankles were affected by that.
Yeah, we're just thankful that it wasn't fatal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for real.
Because listen, Tiger Woods, he's made a lot of mistakes in his life, obviously, but
Of course.
Yeah.
But like with Kobe Bryant, I feel like if the bad thing didn't happen today, I feel like it would have been a big thing too.
No,
Oh, yeah.
true,
He's a very beloved.
We don't want
sports
another
figure.
Kobe
No,
Bryant.
he's had his moments where it's been controversial. You know, I remember when I was a kid and I was joking with my cousin one time while we were at like Christmas Eve. He was like, I forget exactly how the joke goes, but he was like, what's the difference between Tiger Woods and Santa?
What?
That Santa stops at 3 hoes. But yeah, I mean, hopefully this won't impact him competitively. You would think, you know what I mean?
Oh, he's done.
Lung fracture
Yeah,
in
he's
his leg.
done, bro.
I think he can recover though. I mean, golf. I think
It's
he can
all in the
recover.
ankle, bro.
Hey,
But he can recover. I
Hey,
bet.
Q-tip. I don't think today's the right day to be making target list jokes.
That's true. It was too soon. It's too
Yeah,
soon.
well,
Yeah.
that incident isn't too soon.
Yeah, when
right.
is too soon, man? When is too soon?
Yeah.
Definitely an hour is too soon. But anyways,
Yeah,
But yeah.
that's a good point.
I'm
But
just
yeah.
kind of curious if it messes up his stance, if he has to get surgery
what I'm
on
saying,
it.
yeah.
I mean,
I
he's
think
gonna have to
it'll-
get something
I think it'll
done.
mess
with
with
it.
him, bro. Shattered.
He's gonna have to have rehab. He might be. I'm sure we'll hear something. Listen to us next week or next couple of days, and we'll give you an update.
Yep.
See how long he's projected to be out when something comes out with that.
And for the viewers that don't know much about golf or Tiger's career, I'll give you a little rundown. 5-time Masters tournament champion,
Yeah.
4-time PGA champion, and 3-time U.S. Open champion, and 3-time Open champion.
Shit.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's
legendary
a good
career.
record. Yeah.
One of the all-time greats.
Yeah.
When I think of iconic golfers, I think of him, Arnold Palmer, and Phil Mickelson.
Arnold Palmer, isn't that a drink?
Buddy,
Where did the name come from?
if you just look at me and the first thing that comes to mind, Arnold Palmer, is the drink, not the golfer. You're a casual.
You're a casual. You don't know nothing about nothing.
Well, it's it is Casual Tuesday. Why do you think I'm wearing a tie?
We were wondering. We were definitely wondering.
Were you? I was not.
Yeah.
No.
Casual Tuesday looking at.
And also big break in space news. The USA has landed a rover on the surface of Mars.
NASA.
Yeah, bro.
That's amazing, right?
It's crazy. Hey, so have you guys seen all this video? Do you guys think it's legit or do you think it's fake?
Oh god.
I've read multiple things on it. So the first pictures supposedly we saw were not real. That's
That's
what
what I
I've
heard.
From
That's
where?
what I heard
From
too.
multiple news sources.
Dude. Yeah, dude. The CNN fact checker, bro. He supposedly thinks that is fake. We don't get into that, but
See, you guys are the type of people that I believe you guys think the Earth is flat too.
nah, I like to make that joke just because I think it's hilarious to like see him like I'll it's
People
kind of like a
get
prank,
super
you know.
upset.
You can walk up to someone and be like, "Hey, how's it going? Good. How was your day? Good. Yeah, I just remember the Earth was flat." And just to see their reaction, you know what I mean? Just be
Yeah.
like, "Wait, are you serious?"
Yeah,
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think about that? To see how see what they
See how they
actually think
freak
about
out.
it. Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I haven't
yeah.
done it yet, but I've been wanting to. I've done it casually, but not like
I also
I'm
just
gonna
want
do
to
it.
know, now that we have a rover there, when we will get a person to Mars.
They say
Yeah.
2030 is what he said.
That's why I think
It's
2030.
it's
By
Yeah, we'll see.
It's very difficult because you guys understand like how space difference when the rover landed on Mars, we didn't know for 3 minutes.
13 minutes.
13 minutes, yeah. Because obviously the time it takes light to travel to Mars
Yep.
is the same
Yeah,
it
it
takes for a
takes time,
signal.
yeah.
So the rover had landed for 13 minutes. We didn't know. So that's where it becomes difficult for humans to get there because, like, let's say they call in, Houston, how are we? They're not going to get that message for 13 minutes. Once they get it, they'll send it back, and they won't
Well,
get
they're
it.
gonna have to have a ship kind of like the rover that manually, like
what catches them or
lands it
what?
for 'em.
Like catches them?
Like how the rover landed, it was all like AI that landed it for him. So it's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
it's gonna have to be a system like that where it
a
lands
self
it for
a
'em.
self flying and landing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously,
plane
you
or
have the
whatever,
astronaut that'll be there just
Ship.
in case, but
Yeah, but the record for furthest a human's been away from planet Earth was the Apollo 13 crew that went around the dark side of the moon. That's the furthest we've been away from Earth. Now we're gonna maybe even more distance that by like times 100.
Yeah.
Like we're trying to destroy that record.
Hell yeah,
that's
bud.
just really. And when did Apollo 13? That was 1960 or 71, I think.
they just got to get the right thrusters that gets them there fast enough and figure out how to make the fuel last, pretty much.
just
Which
still
is probably
amazes
like one of
me.
the hardest things to do, really.
It just amazes me how we were able to get to the moon in the 60s, but we haven't gone back there since.
Do you think it's going to be a one-way trip?
a one-way trip? Like they wouldn't come back?
Like we would send out that? I don't think we would do that unless
Why?
unless we like advertise like this is a one way trip. I think it would take
Yeah.
it would take a lot to do that. I feel like
Yeah.
But how would you get back?
from Mars?
Do you think they'd have to set up like a space station before we actually send people to Mars?
I don't know.
If we're doing that, then we're not
Like
talking
loading,
about
it's
getting there
kind of like
till
a bus. It's like a
2100.
bus stop, but it's more like a
Yeah.
like a space
Like a
craft.
gas station.
It's like a
Maybe,
spacecraft.
Well,
spacecraft.
space
Space
travel.
Stop. I don't know.
Station.
Space travel is just so
Space
hard
station. There you go. That's better.
because it
word, yeah.
requires so many
Spacecraft.
advances in technology. Really.
It's a spacecraft shop, like a truck stop.
A truck
stop?
So it's
Yeah.
a space stop.
Spacecraft stop.
But have you guys read about more like what they're actually looking for there on Mars?
Signs of human life,
Signs
if
of
it ever
or
existed.
at least like very microscopic life that exists.
Yeah,
on Earth.
Really?
Because the
I mean,
first thing,
if you wanted to find microscopic life, you just gotta lift up Justin's pants.
Oh, God.
You find some microscopic life there.
I will be interested to see if they find anything there. You know what I mean? Because Mars doesn't seem very habitable.
Yeah, and Justin probably doesn't have AIDS, so we're fine there. He probably doesn't have anything microscopic.
Yeah.
But-
just his penis.
no, but whenever they go to a planet or the moon of another planet, like a gas giant, the first thing when they want to answer the question, was there life on this planet at one point, the first thing they look for was there water on this
Yep,
planet. Where's
water
there
is
proof
a
that
big
it
one.
happened?
Which there
That's
was
the
on
number-
Mars, right?
Yep.
Yep.
That's the number one.
That's
because,
that's what it's exploring is that crater where the water was.
Yep, because they need to prove that it was possible to live on the planet at
Yeah.
one point.
And that's why they're looking for even like the smallest side of life. You know? And
Because
I think
one-
that's why we haven't gone back to the moon.
And
too.
even
This
if they
is so
find,
different.
and even if they find a little bit of water in the planet, they can drill down and like get it. So it's if they find water, it's pretty much possible right there. That's pretty much all they need.
Dude, it literally says it takes about 150 days at least
Yeah.
to get to Mars.
Takes
Yeah.
a year.
Oh,
150 to 300 days.
Yep.
It only takes you 3 days to get to the moon.
Yep.
That's gotta be way, way, way.
That's why.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
That's like the big problem with space travel.
That's
is
nuts.
Takes
That's
too
why it
long.
takes so
the
long to
further
hear
you
something
go,
back.
The further you go, the further it's
Well,
But
harder.
you
it
guys
is.
know about the Voyager 1 space probe, right?
If they
What do you mean?
It's the furthest built human-made object furthest away from Earth. The mission started on September 5th, 1977, and is currently 152 astronomical units away from the Earth, which is one astronomical unit is the distance between Earth and the Sun.
Damn.
And so it's been in mission for 43 years, and this fact blows me. In light time away from Earth, it's 21 hours and 5 minutes away from Earth in light time.
Damn.
In
Yeah.
48 years to get that.
Yeah, it blows you. Does
Dude,
it feel
shut-
good too?
Dude, you have a sick mind.
You do have a very
Me
sick
and
mind.
Josh looked at each other like, bro,
Yeah.
you literally just-
There are clearly two sides to this table. There are
there's the fact checker side and the fuck
sick
you guys
side.
Yeah, the other side's the peanut gallery.
hey man,
Hey man, I like
And it
peanuts.
travels at like 11 kilometers per second too.
he
Yeah,
literally
that's
turned
nuts.
that way to exclude us from that fact.
Wait, the peanuts
We
turn,
got you.
turn that fast or what, huh?
Yeah,
Peanuts move at 165 miles per hour or what, huh?
yeah, what the hell, guy?
In orbit.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta title this
We
peanuts
just
in
gotta
orbit.
we
bro.
just gotta slingshot around the sun, then see who's a peanut.
Anyway,
Yeah, that's
moving
right.
from the space, maybe back down to Earth today. So what I just read from this last week that happened, the UK Supreme Court, they just ruled, just in the UK, obviously, just make sure that's clear, that Uber drivers are now considered workers and not self-employed. So they're now entitled to minimum
Damn.
wage and
Benefits?
holiday pay.
Really?
In the UK. Yep.
Wow.
That's a pretty crazy
That's
move.
huge.
Yeah.
Even if you only do it like once or twice a week.
Yeah, you're considered an
Yep.
employee of Uber, not
Wow.
a self-employed worker. Yep.
Did Uber probably started in America, didn't it?
I probably, yeah, I think so. Actually, that's a good question.
I wonder why they did it in the UK.
Well,
why
you know,
they would
the
make
UK has
that,
always
you
been
know?
a very like pro
San
worker
Francisco, California.
state.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2009 it was made in California. That's weird, dude.
Yeah, well, you know, the UK has always been very like trying to be pro service, pro
Yeah.
workers'
That's
rights.
probably
you know?
So when
Fair.
you say minimum wage, they don't make it off each ride; they get a salary.
So now they're entitled to minimum wage. Like, so I assume in the UK they do have a minimum wage per hour. I'm sure. So they probably have to get paid that and holiday pay for whenever they're not working, I guess, or if they are working on holidays. I mean, So I'm really interested. I wonder to see if other countries are going to pick up on this, or if there's going to, if like say if America did it, I feel like there'd be really big layoffs. Like you know what I mean?
There'd be extreme
Layoffs in America. At
Well,
least, for
and do you
sure.
think so? Uber, I'm sure gives let's say a $10 ride, they give $3 to the driver, and then the tip is the rest of it. I don't know, but do you think in the UK then they just get the tip plus their wage, and then Uber gets the full $10? You know what I mean? And then they might, it might be kind of a good business plan for them almost, if that's the deal.
Yeah, it really depends on how it works, I guess. Yeah. And also, the other questions, if you're technically everybody's an employee of Uber now, like, do they start like restricting the employees? Do they only take on 5-star drivers? Like anybody that's below a 5-star, they cut. Like, because it's not even worth it to have them anybody below a 5-star. And now when they hire new drivers, they have to like vet them almost.
Really? Do you think that?
Well, you would think though, maybe. I mean,
something.
how do they change up the employment?
And obviously,
process?
there's like a verification process to become a driver.
Already right
I'm
now,
sure.
but now you think it's going to get even stricter, right?
Probably in the UK.
Do you think you'll have to have like a minimum days you have to work?
Maybe that's true. Yeah, maybe you have to be at least looking for rides during certain
You know what I mean?
days,
Like you got to work 40 hours or
as
something
long as
like
you're
that.
at least 30 hours or whatever.
You get
it's probably
benefits?
it's probably 40 hours.
Otherwise, you get part-time, like
Otherwise,
more jobs.
that would make sense. Yeah, part-time could be like what Uber is like right now, kind of, right?
And the other part is, what does UK consider full-time? Because
Yeah.
the US is 40 hours.
Yep.
In most places,
Well,
it's
you get
40
more
hours.
time.
That's when you get benefits.
Yep.
True.
But if the UK is 30, then it would only really have to be 30 hours to get their benefits. Why would you?
I wonder if it's going to be good benefits.
I don't know. I mean, the UK, I would imagine it has
They
pretty
probably
good
got good
benefits,
benefits.
but
Right.
yeah. And then also when you think about like how like the rating for a drive too, maybe drive
it's gonna
costs might go up.
affect you.
If it hurts the company, you think drive costs go up too, So every ride's gonna be a little more.
Yeah. You think the ones who are like the full-time workers, you think those rides are going to be more expensive than the non-full-time workers
I'm
That
sure it
could be a
still
good question,
depends
too.
on
Yeah, I don't
the
know.
on the whip?
no, more so on the rating.
Oh.
Which
That's
part
true,
of it has to do
So
with
yeah,
that.
what
but-
part of what we were saying is
Part of it's the whip too.
part of it's the whip. Yeah,
probably.
obviously they're
And the
definitely gonna have like
size.
the XL deluxe and shit,
Yeah. Yep,
too.
yep.
But also part of it is that since like they have to have certain employees, they might just cut like 4 and 5-star drivers, or
Right.
like they could cut just 5 stars. So if you're below a 5-star, you're not
You don't get benefits.
or you're not even an Uber employee anymore. Technically,
Well, it's gonna get to a point where I don't. So I watched a show called Community. Have you guys ever seen that show?
Yep, I've seen
the
Community.
Community
Once
one.
upon a time, yeah.
They did an episode to where this.
Was that with that Chinese dude?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's Kim Jong.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, the
You know-
doctor. He's a doctor.
You know one of my.
No, he's a Spanish teacher.
he is legally a doctor.
know one of my-
Oh, maybe I don't
In
know.
real
yeah,
life, sorry.
legally a doctor. You know one of my buddies
going.
in high school. That was his dad.
What?
What? Kim Jong?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, I knew the guy.
That's crazy. Kim Jong's.
I almost met him. It was close.
No, I
Yeah,
don't believe it.
that's
We need
cool.
to get a fact check on that.
But-
We'll let you know next episode.
we'll
if
get a
that's
fact
true
check
or not.
on it for you.
We're gonna pull the yearbooks after this episode.
Oh
So that means you want the false narrative.
Yeah, bro.
no.
What
But
were you
I
saying?
watched
Yeah.
I watched Community, and there was an episode in there where they had this company come in and install like a rating system almost, and the rate. Your shirt's on backwards. I was looking
button
at
on
the
it.
button and I was like, wait a minute. That doesn't look right. What's going
Wait,
on?
look
with
at the
that
side.
button?
Look at the
damn,
shoulders.
yeah.
Look at the shoulders. Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. That's a weird
Right
looking
before I
shirt.
came here, I pulled this shirt out of my fresh laundry that I just did before I came here. So that's what I'm gonna blame it on.
You blamed on washing your clothes. Huh?
I didn't even
I
notice.
washed
at
my clothes. I
first,
pulled it
bro.
right out of the hamper and I threw it on. I thought I threw it on.
I mean, when you don't look at the collar and the buttons, like it looks.
Yeah, I mean it's
Fine.
almost
Yeah.
like it's
I mean,
you look-
besides the stain, I mean, otherwise it's fine.
Where's the
right?
stain?
Right there, right there.
Where?
Right by your right nipple, right there, yeah. Right there. Wait, now you're pulling the
Oh,
side.
God.
Oh, there's a little spot, eh?
For a
I
second,
don't think so. I don't see it.
Trent, for a second I thought you were about to like
I don't
go.
know.
At first second I thought you were about to go.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been funny, dude. That would have been funny.
Going back to this Community thing, I'm gonna finish this.
Yeah.
God
Okay,
damn.
actually, though, I watched that too. That's the
So
best- yeah.
there's an episode in there where they have this company come on and they install a rating system. So
Yeah.
everybody goes around the school and does this rating thing. and they start separating because it's a 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, and it's basically on how good of a person you are, if you help them out, if you're a good student, shit like that. So what they do is they go around and obviously they rate them, they separate, and the 5 stars make their own little section of the school. The 4 stars
Like
make their own
almost, right?
little cliques.
Yeah.
And the ones, the 5 stars are living in luxury, and the 1 stars are like out there like throwing rocks at each other and shit.
Really?
Yeah.
And it's just interesting. Is that something to where we're gonna go in the future? Because we're already kind of there with social media.
yeah.
Have you guys seen Black Mirror?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I was saying. That's either some parody
Yes.
of Black Mirror or some Black Mirror shit that they took to another
Yep.
level.
Yep. They maybe came out at the same
I don't
time.
know
I don't
what
think
time
one was
they came out,
influenced by
yeah.
the other.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Maybe, but I mean, it's been a big idea for a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the Black Mirror one was the same way. Oh, you flicked this Uber driver off. He gave you a 1-star personal rating because
Yep.
you flicked him off.
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck. And now you have a 300 rating. And to get on an airplane is 325. So you beg the, airport person, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm just trying to get to, see whoever. And this is what happens in the episode at the beginning. She begs to get on the airplane, or I can't remember if it's a dude or a chick. But anyways, they beg to get on the airplane. And then the person's like, I'm sorry, it's just the rule. You have too low of a number. So then she starts bitching at her and complaining, and then she's like, well, you're going to get kicked out now, and now you got even a lower rating.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
You just keep going as it is, but I feel like
And
that's...
then eventually you're fucked.
At the same time, I feel like that's our real life community.
Kind
The
of already is.
lower class people, unfortunately, I heard something else today, they don't have as easy of access to, even the COVID vaccine. I mean, obviously, we already said this a little bit ago, healthcare workers get them before and whatever, that's the plan.
Yeah.
But they just don't, they don't have the healthcare. They don't have the money for that kind of stuff either. It is kind of happening now, and it's a little bit more, exaggerated in both of those.
Yeah,
but
hopefully
It'll be
we'll move in
interesting
that
to see how it goes on, because if it starts getting to that point where it's like hey, you can't dine in a restaurant unless you're at least a 200 rating.
Whatever, right.
You have to go through the drive-through. If you're anything less than that, I mean, that could
fuck you up, yeah.
that could fuck some people up, bro. You flip off one guy and then you're fucked.
Here's the thing. I think it would be a little bit more effective now if there's certain limits on the numbers. But do you think at the same time some people are probably not let into restaurants and stuff?
Or currently?
Well, yeah, if you had a system like that.
If I'm saying right now today.
Oh, well,
yeah.
So,
I mean, there's always been the
it definitely-
no shirt, no shoes, no service.
It definitely make just everything. I feel like everybody else. I feel like it makes people a lot nicer for sure.
Dude, is
Yeah,
that what we have to
could.
do? Forget presidents?
Or is that what
let's
we
just
should
leave it.
do, though?
Let's just move away from presidents and just all have an app on our phone to rate each other and keep each other responsible and accountable.
Yeah.
Exactly. But you want to know what? That's already what Twitter is, low key.
Yeah,
Because
that's
if not, if you fuck up, we're gonna tweet at
We're
you.
gonna roast you in Twitter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're gonna come after you, right?
That is crazy stuff, man. You know what
It's
else
kinda
is crazy? World news. I guess it's not world news. U.S. news. Prime time, baby. This time is prime time.
What you
and
got?
prime time is game time. And game time is coach time. Coach Deion Primetime Sanders.
Yeah, they call him a prime. What is it? Prime coach. Coach
Prime.
Prime. Coach Prime. It's Coach Prime. That's what.
Justin knows a thing or two about Coach Prime, huh?
Was he on Dallas? He was on the Cowboys, right?
Yeah.
What do you do in NFL?
He played for the Falcons and then went to the Cowboys, and I think he went to the Niners too. I could be
something like
mistaken.
that.
Huh.
But,
For sure, the Cowboys.
Yeah,
but Deion Sanders recently became the new head coach of the Jackson State Tigers football
Yep.
team.
Yeah.
Yep.
And in their
And he played.
inaugural season game, they blew out Edward Waters College 53-0.
Jesus.
Yeah, buddy. 53-0 first
Holy
game.
And that wasn't
crap.
even the story of the night.
No.
After the game at the press conference, Primetime Sanders comes in and says, my coach's office has been robbed.
Yeah.
They
What?
took my wallet, my credit card.
What? No,
card."
they didn't.
Yes, they
yes,
did.
right after the game. So
Really?
he went to Florida State for college.
Yep.
So he was kind of bummed out he didn't go to the big Florida State
FSU,
college,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
But he's gonna take the job, and the other Jacksonville State is gonna be super good too, and obviously he has already showed themselves. I
Yeah.
don't know what the other team was.
Jackson State, not Jacksonville.
Sorry, no, you're right. Jackson State. That's what I meant. But yeah, they stole his wallet and they trashed his office, I believe. I don't remember what else they took. But they took all that right after the game, so he came up to the press conference and was like, okay, well, I don't know, this kind of sucks. Like, the game was good, but now I'm just in a bad mood because right after the game we were celebrating, and, you know, first win, 53-0, they didn't get a point. What's up? We're good, you know, and then he takes 2 steps to his office, and it's open, and the whole place is trashed. But supposedly an employee that was a female saw the whole event go on, and went to go report it. Unfortunately, you know, she didn't do anything, but I don't know if I would either. You know, I don't know if the average person would probably do it either.
At least take a video of it or something.
I mean something, but they did actually. Q-Tip, you're making another drink right now? Yeah.
What am I getting called out right now?
Yeah, we could. Yeah, well, we can hear you. So yeah, you might as well get called out.
You know what's funny is you're still on camera too.
Yeah.
I know.
Because we're live, baby. Check us out on YouTube. But anyways,
this is gonna be an interesting video, though. We gotta definitely. So for the future, like this is obviously a trial run, and it's like our first time doing video. We definitely gotta limit the bathroom breaks.
Yeah.
We definitely gotta like drain the dragon before we go.
Hey man.
To be honest, the only reason I went to the bathroom right now is because I saw Josh do it. And
I know. I thought about it as I was in there, leaking the dragon, and I was like,
Josh, quit pointing the fingers because there's 5 pointing back at you, bro. Literally. I have not moved a second.
My real question to Q-Tip is, since you were in the bathroom, why didn't you turn your shirt inside out and fix it?
It's too late now, dude. It's already too late.
Yeah, the world already knows. The world already knows.
Dude, okay, but going back to Sanders, bro. The next day, if not like the same night,
they found it. Yeah.
No, the coworker knows who it was, or you know, recognize his face, and they know who they're looking for him. He's wanted. He's a wanted man, whatever. But his boombox was also stolen in his truck, not 24 hours after the game.
What did you say?
A boombox.
Oh, I thought you said a moon box.
No, a boombox.
Okay.
Boombox. And he put something on Twitter, and he's like, "Hey, like, this sucks again," kind of. He's like, "Dude, I mean, this just sucks." But I mean, my boombox was stolen. I'm giving a cash reward if someone finds it. Like, it's just it's material property, but it was sentimental to me. Yeah. And a good friend of mine in college gave it to me and whatever. So I will really like pay for it. So whatever. I mean, you know, he's like, I still praise God for where I'm at and whatever. So he's still got a positive outlook on it. Unfortunately, it's just kind of keeps getting hit. I mean, they won the game. He's been killing it coaching. It already seems like. I mean, it's Deion freaking Sanders, bro. Prime coach, Coach Prime. But I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, that's some bullshit. I mean, there's always sort of people who point fingers like that. There's always sort of people who try to take those, who just
knock you down.
Yeah, who try to knock you down, hate, and try to pull you down. But you just gotta fight through it. That's good. He has that attitude at least.
Yeah.
The Jackson State Tigers football team will be back on the field Saturday, February 22nd against the Mississippi Valley State.
And now it's time for a word from our sponsors. That's right. You didn't hear anything?
Because we don't got.
That's because we don't have any sponsors yet. If you'd like to be sponsored on our podcast, hit us up at bettrecords@gmail.com. That's BETT records@gmail.com. And this, 2 T's, baby, this could be your segment. Back to the show.
Dude, okay. Did you guys hear about this chick that, oh my gosh. So, all right, so hold on. Backtrack a little bit. So imagine you're in Alaska, okay? We went on an Alaskan trip, we got a cabin in the woods, we're on a fishing trip, right? We're just Jay coolin', bro. We're gonna go fishing in the morning.
Chillin'.
Had some burgers, some hot dogs on the fire, and a couple hours later, all right, it's outhouse time, take a shit. You know what I mean? I mean, it's bound to happen. I mean, we're humans, right?
Outhouses.
Yeah.
Never gone to
You walk over the outhouse, you're sitting down, and you're about to do your thing,
Jay coolin'.
Yeah.
Letting nature take its course.
You're letting nature take its course, but unfortunately,
unless if you're a girl, because girls don't poop.
Bro, but unfortunately,
Girls
this
poop
girl
sometimes.
This girl had too much nature come out of her toilet, bro. She got bit by a bear while sitting on the toilet seat.
Huh?
She got bit on her ass cheek by a bear.
So there was a bear in the toilet bowl?
Bro, so she screams, or oh my, she obviously freaks out.
Well,
she
I would
just
scream if a bear bit me on the ass.
She literally has marks, bro. Like that's 100%. And so she closes the seat, grabs her boyfriend, right? He comes over and I was like, bro, what the fuck? He opens the toilet seat and the nose is staring right at him. A bear, a full-ass ground bear, bro. And yeah, she literally says, I got out there and sat down on the toilet, and right immediately, something bit my butt right as I sat down. I jumped and screamed as it happened. That's what she said. But
Was it a grizzly bear or?
so that's what I've been
Black
trying
bear.
to figure out. But like Alaska, I mean,
Alaska's mostly
Yeah.
grizzlies. Like there are a couple black bears.
There's definitely black bears in Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen Meat Eater. I don't know if you guys have seen the new season. That
What is
show's
it?
fire. Meat Eater.
No,
He
I've
goes
not.
around the world and hunts like random shit.
really.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, it's badass.
I'm gonna be honest. I had no idea. When Justin and I were talking about this before the
Badass.
podcast. I was like, I had no idea there were black bears and grizzlies.
Yeah.
I knew there were some grizzlies. I guess I didn't know there were black bears. Though. I
There's
thought black
bears
bears
in
had to be-
Minnesota.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, I know
but
there's
no
bears in
grizzlies though.
Minnesota, yeah,
No
but-
grizzlies.
That's
I
what I'm
mean-
saying, it can be a very regional
Well,
thing.
and yeah, and there's animals all over the planet. I mean, I'm sure you could find bears in Africa.
There might
Maybe.
be some, yeah.
Bro,
But that's what I'm
holy-
saying though. Like I thought
Bears-
there's like polars and grizzly, right? Not
Yeah.
black bear. I didn't think there was black bear.
know.
But you know what you
Polar,
can
though.
find
There are
in
definitely
Africa?
polar bears.
But I thought
in
polars are
Alaska.
only like in the Antarctic and Arctic region.
So
You know what you can find in Africa?
what's that?
Giraffes.
Yeah, you
Oh
can.
my god!
And you know
giraffes don't exist.
Okay.
Giraffes.
And you know what else you can find in Africa when you find a giraffe?
Yeah.
Trophy hunters.
Yeah,
And you know
buddy.
what these trophy hunters do when they find this giraffe in the Africa? They shoot him. And you know what happens when they shoot him? The giraffe that they found in Africa, and then I kind of messed that
See,
up.
I think that's
Yeah, dude.
that's giraffes, bro. Do you really think giraffes exist?
Did you hear about it? How this shut up.
I have fed a giraffe at a zoo, bro.
You unplug
That's
the thing
fake
again.
giraffe.
But plug it back in. There was a hunter in South Africa that killed a giraffe, cut out the heart,
Yep.
and mailed it to his girlfriend for a Valentine's Day gift.
Jesus.
Wait, I
She
missed
must be a
that. What was
lucky
that?
lady.
South African resident Marilise Murwi shot and killed a 17-year-old male giraffe on the 14th. And literally, she posted it on social media, of course, because she's like, "Oh, she's killed over 500 different like trophy animals like this. She's a trophy hunter. That's what
Yeah.
you said earlier.
Yep.
She goes around and that's her hobby and her passion. I mean, which is chill, but at the same
Badass,
time,
bro.
It's hunting.
That is
dude.
kind of badass,
but at
you know,
the same
for an
time,
animal that
a
doesn't
giraffe?
exist.
okay, but dude,
Yeah, a giraffe, one that doesn't even want to genuinely hurt you.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, dude. A giraffe, bro. I don't even know if I really agree.
They're
I
just
mean,
Jay
Is that even
chilling.
legal to kill giraffes?
in
Africa?
Africa, I'm sure it is,
They don't give a-
and
'Cause I
I'm
know-
sure that's why they went there.
Bro, they don't give a fuck in
If
Africa.
you're
bro.
someone who is part of the population that lives there, I mean, yeah, I'm sure. I don't know if you can exotically hunt it though.
Look at this. Look at
Yeah.
this. We're holding up a
Because-
picture that she's literally like standing on this giraffe.
posing with
Because I know it's illegal to kill
With her
a
arms like the
koala bear.
Titanic, bro. Her arms are like
Yeah.
this, like the
Yeah.
Titanic, just
Oh,
like chilling.
God.
Lions are obviously really
Lions you
protected.
can't kill in the U.S. You can't kill bald eagles.
I'm sure you can't
Yeah.
kill giraffes in the U.S. either, but guess what? So
Yeah, it's
that's
different
you
for
can.
somebody who's like a native resident, sort of saying. Yeah.
Do you guys remember like during election day they were like, I know you guys are sick and tired of looking at the election map, so here's a map of the states it's legal to own a kangaroo.
I saw that.
It's a nice little pet kangaroo.
Well, you can own a monkey in like Florida. You can own a monkey in a
I-
couple states.
You know,
In
monkey,
Florida-
I think of quite a few.
Not Minnesota. I
Really?
love
In
it.
Florida,
I
you
want
can
a monkey.
own. In Florida, you can own venomous snakes. You just can't keep them in your house. You have to have like a separate, like a
a cage
garage
or
section.
something?
Yeah, and an inspector, a health inspector, needs to come and make sure there's no
What?
ways for them to get out. So
Really?
yeah. If there's a YouTube channel that I really like, it's called Chandler's Wildlife. He collects venomous snakes. He does feedings of them all the
Fuck
time.
that,
It's really
bro.
cool, dude. He has some balls. Like he takes it. The cobra's right out and is like grabbing them, holding them. At one time, it had like a neck infection, and he like put lotion on it.
Weird.
And
It
when
puts the lotion on its skin
And-
or it gets the
and
hose again.
this was the crazy one, when he hit 500,000 subscribers, I think. Don't fact check me on that. He said, "I'm gonna do something special. I'm gonna give my king cobra the kiss of death." He brought his cobra out of its cage, put it on the ground, and kissed it on its lips. A king cobra.
Damn, and these are not defanged.
These are not defanged.
Damn.
Damn.
But my thing is, like, he's had that King Cobra he does. He's had in so many videos.
he's
He
probably
had him for a
long
while.
time, yeah.
So from what I see, is that King Cobra must really trust him because
I'm sure.
any animal can be tamed. It just has to have the right owner that
a lot
takes
of
care of it.
work.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever seen
dude.
that YouTube video? It's like really popular one. The guy has a shit ton of snakes, and he has a cobra too. Well, I don't know if it's a king cobra, but he has a cobra, and like it hisses at him and like fucking snaps at him, but like it never comes at him. You know what I mean? He has like a little like stick thing that you control.
Yeah.
With.
Yep, he
You know
does
what I mean?
that
It's like,
too.
hey, stop that! He treats it like it's a fucking dog, bro.
Or have you seen like the people in India? They like have the boxes of the king cobras. They open
Yes.
up and they start playing the flute,
Yes,
and
dude,
the
yeah.
cobras just like go up and start dancing with it. And in one of those where they were collecting cobras for that, this guy went into a cobra pit filled with like hundreds of king cobras, and he
I would
picked one
never.
up. And then one of the king cobras like got up and like jumped at it. The guy literally smacks it on the head, and the snake just goes down. Like, dude, you have some fucking balls.
That actually reminds me of something I saw last week that I didn't even really think about until right now. But there was this like big well in India. Like it was like probably beyond the size of this room. It was a big ass well.
Yeah.
of water. And there was like a bunch of people in India. There was a I think it was a king cobra in their well water. So they went down and got the king cobra like one was on the top, one was in the middle of the wall, and then one was on the bottom of the wall. And they like lifted this cobra by the bottom of its tail out of the well, so it wouldn't like pollute the source, and so that it could live. And like it was some crazy shit because like the thing was like snapping at him. Obviously, it's a wild cobra.
Yeah. That's pretty sus.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, dude. That's some shit they do there, though. Dude.
That stuff reminds me of like Indiana Jones with the snakes, like the snake train, like the snake car.
Yeah, dude, that's some shit they do there, though, dude. They don't care. I mean, they'll be like, "Hey, that snake's in our well water. We gotta get it out, bro."
Like, look at how many cobras are in this snake pit. That's like a couple hundred. And then he picks one up. And look, one comes rising, takes a bite at him, and look what he does. Smack.
Smacks in the face, bro.
And it just goes right
Like,
back.
hey, come on, Bobby.
Dude,
Let's calm down.
they're so intimidating. Like those snakes are intimidating because they can like posture up and
Yeah,
just
they have
stare
their
at you.
little like posture. Yeah,
Like because it's one thing when a snake's down like this, you can just be like, "Yeah, it probably doesn't see." But when it's up like this, it's got its sight on me.
yeah, for sure.
Dude, snakes, man.
Hey man.
Yeah, they're crazy. I couldn't fuck with them, but I mean, some
Like,
people can.
My biggest nightmare is waking up in the middle of the night to a snake sitting right on my chest. Like,
Oh my
I
God,
would
yeah,
have a
Jesus
heart
Christ.
attack.
Bro, do you
Just
remember when?
slithering
Dude,
around
remember when?
and,
Remember Cole's story when no one, or no, it was Nico got crickets in their old apartment.
Right.
And
No,
Cole
they-
came home from work with a cricket or 2 or 3 on his bed when he came back because he got like
Wait,
a couple.
what?
Yeah, so Nico got a couple dozen
Yeah, 'cause
crickets.
they had the
'cause he
geckos,
had a
right?
gecko.
Yeah.
dude. And Cole,
was his name, Maury?
if Cole was here, bro. But no, he came back and he came back from work and he's like, dude, why is there a cricket on my bed? and Nico's like, yeah, all about like a dozen or 2 of them got out. And Cole's like, bro, what? So they're in the whole apartment.
Jeez,
What was
yeah,
the
I
name
do
of this
remember
gecko?
that.
It was like Maurice or
I
something.
think one of them was
Maurice.
Leia. Wasn't one of them Leia?
I
wanna
got
say
no.
Yeah, Leia. I think that's
clue.
what it was.
Leia and they had
Princess
another one, I
Leia or
think,
something
too.
like that.
Yeah.
I have no clue.
I forget,
That
honestly.
sucks.
Yeah, I don't even know what they did with those. I don't know if they still have those. I haven't seen them in a long time.
That's crazy. Have you guys seen that that animal that they cloned the other day?
The
Which
ferret?
one?
The
The
ferret?
ferret, yeah, the black-footed ferret.
Yep, I heard about that. I heard about that myself.
It was one of the first major like
It's
clonings.
endangered.
Yeah, it's an endangered species.
Yeah.
And they cloned it, and it fucking worked.
I mean, when I think of cloned animals, I
How?
just think of sheep.
Bro, but how do they clone it? How do
I
they
don't know.
They take an embryo out of a female one, and then they
make a fake egg?
Make a fake egg, and then they
Crazy.
yeah.
So
they
when I think of
hatch it.
clning, I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
of like a teleport machine, you know, where
Yeah.
like one thing
Yeah,
goes in
like
and 2 comes
sci-fi
out,
shit.
you know?
Yeah.
It's
That's
a
what I
little
think
more
too.
science oriented.
Yeah,
Well,
than
that's
that.
freaking
Well, yeah,
dumb,
you've
bro.
been able to clone like your dog and cat for years. It costs like $50K per dog or
yeah,
cat.
way.
yeah,
But
you
you've been able to do that for years and years, bro.
What?
Yeah.
But dogs and cats are easy.
Yeah, that's because they're easy.
The
though.
endangered species, those are fucking
Yeah.
hard, bro. Takes a little
Damn.
more know-how.
I mean, I suppose. Because they're kind of dying. There's not
There,
many.
there are a lot of
not much
animal
of them
species
left.
that are very
Yeah,
endangered.
but as our cooling gets better, though, I mean, honestly, we can save a lot of
That'd be
species as long as we
badass,
don't keep
bro.
fucking up their environment. Yeah.
Well, let's not get into that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we kind of ruin all the environments.
Pretty much.
We just had to watch it a little more.
Hey, but at least our ozone closed over
I saw-
Antarctica.
You know, that's true. That's true. I saw a thing on this morning. that it's something I didn't know. I don't know if you guys know or not, but it was a new fact for me at least, that sharks, like great white sharks, are afraid of dolphins. Do you guys know this?
They're not. I don't think they're afraid
Yeah, they
of
are.
them.
Yeah, they are. They will avoid dolphins. If it's a single dolphin, no. But if it's
A group of them.
3 or more dolphins, they will run away.
Yep, that's true. Dolphins.
Do you know why?
Because dolphins can outsmart a shark in
Yeah,
anything.
dolphins
Well,
are one of the smartest animals.
And they're also made different. So the shark, its
Built
rear
different.
fin is vertical.
Yeah, their dorsal fins are different.
So they're fast, but they don't have very good agility.
Nope.
So dolphins, their rear fin is horizontal, which gives them a lot more power, and it also gives them a lot more agility. So what dolphins do is they go under sharks about 7 meters below, and if it wants to like fuck up a shark, it'll go under, quick.
And just
adjust,
pop up or what?
go up, and it'll, because its nose is like rock hard, so it'll rocket ship up
and
into
just
the
penetrate
underbelly of a shark,
Yeah.
smoke the shit out of its belly, and blow up the organs of a shark,
Oh, is that really
and
what
it'll
it is?
kill them.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. That's pretty good.
Because
That's
the
metal.
shark's
That's metal
weakness,
shit, yeah.
the shark's weakness is its underbelly, because
Oh,
that's
fuck.
where all the organs are, and
Yes,
it's not
yeah.
very protected like its head is.
That makes sense. Yeah, I mean, yeah, with that too, that makes sense. I was gonna say anyway, like what you are supposed to do when you encounter a shark, at least as a human, you're supposed to like do a quick attack, like a quick one good attack, to get it scared away.
The first thing you do is you don't
supposed
panic. You literally just
Well,
stand
yeah, you're
still.
supposed
Because the
to
more
stay
you
calm.
move, because then you look like prey.
But if it comes at you though, you wanna strike it. You wanna
No,
strike
what
it.
they do is they circle you when they keep getting closer, and then they'll decide, okay, is it worth it?
When it strikes though.
Yep.
Well, they size their
Gills,
opponent
nose.
up like UFC. Yeah,
Yep,
almost.
they
Yeah,
size
you
them
wanna
up.
strike it like hard.
Well,
and
and I
that
read
will
too-
usually get it away.
I read 2 dolphins are smaller, or well, they're about the same size as sharks. And sharks like to eat animals that are like way smaller than them.
Yes,
Because
correct.
obviously it's easier
Easy
too.
prey.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Dolphins do get.
Except for
I wouldn't say they get attacked, like they get wounded by. You guys know what cookie cutter sharks are? They're like these
No.
little sharks, and you can see it on a dolphin. They actually have little scars from attacks from them. They're not big at all. It definitely can't kill them.
like
But
Huh.
the average one.
Yeah, it's
not
like-
like a great white.
no, not even close. Yeah, it's just crazy how many different species. Yeah,
Oh, we're looking at them now. They actually got like razor blades as their bottom teeth, dude.
Jesus.
They look like a piranha, low key.
yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
Like its mouth.
That's
is
like
down
the
there.
average.
Yeah.
It's just crazy how many different kinds of sharks there are. Like
Bro,
the most interesting one to me-
I'm posting a picture of this shark on our Facebook. So
Oh
if you're not already
my
watching the YouTube, definitely
God,
check out
look
Facebook.
at
Go
it.
get
Yeah,
it.
you can catch it with this episode for sure.
Yep.
like one of the most interesting sharks in my opinion. You know the basking shark.
Oh, actually, no.
It
I've never
doesn't.
heard of that one.
It doesn't eat. It just eats plankton and all that.
Really?
It has a
okay. So it's
really
like kind of
weird-
a bottom feeder almost, huh?
Wait, but what do plankton eat?
Plankton. I don't think plankton eat.
I think
I don't think they do.
They don't live off of photosynthesis, but
Yeah.
it's like a similar process.
Like, look at
They
its-
eat chum burgers
Oh my
from the chum bucket.
Yeah, and they don't like them.
No, they'd much rather have the
Yeah, this
Krabby
is weird. I've
Patty.
never-
Yeah,
heard of
so,
this.
so that's why they float down to the bottom of the ocean. They see a crab and they're just like, "Give it to me!"
Krabby Patties.
They're looking
Yeah.
for that recipe.
No, you guys want to see a really ugly shark? Go on your laptops right now and Google Goblin Shark. You can only find those 2 miles below the ocean where it's completely dark. It's the ugliest thing I've ever seen.
Goblin Shark.
Yeah.
The goblin
Jeez.
shark. This
They
is
got like a
different from the
horn.
master
horn.
shark.
Bro. They got like a horn on.
Holy
Look.
shit.
Yeah, no, actually,
thing
so
looks like a
plankton,
unicorn
plankton
shark,
do
bro.
use photosynthesis.
They
to
do
get
use
their food.
photosynthesis?
Yeah, they do
Alright.
use
I'm gonna put
photosynthesis.
both these on Facebook, so definitely check that shit out.
Yeah,
Probably.
but you don't have to worry about that
Crap.
shark because you'll only find it in deep ocean
Dude.
trenches and stuff. Yeah.
Dude, look at that one. He's eating something.
Why does the nose of the shark remind me of something? Like, it reminds me of something, you know what I mean?
What does it
don't
remind
know.
you
You have a
dude.
sick mind.
Like a swordfish?
No, dude, like that nose.
Like
it
a
reminds
unicorn?
me like
Does it
somebody
remind
has
you
a
of a
really
unicorn?
ugly nose. You know what I mean?
You're not talking about the blob. Oh, no, that doesn't have one.
Bro,
Like
it's
a person?
like Gru, bro. Gru from Despicable Me with the fucking nose,
Yeah,
bro.
dude, the
Yeah.
nose, bro. Yeah. Look up a goblin shark, guys. Like, it looks pretty nasty, bro. He's got some pretty nasty
I'm putting
boogers
that on
in
there
there.
too, bro.
Yeah, not as nasty as
Gru,
the,
bro,
as the
with his fucking
blobfish.
nose, bro.
Oh yeah, the blobfish.
No,
I mean,
but the
you
thing
can
is, so
tell.
when people say like, "Oh, the blobfish is ugly," they show a picture of it. They're showing a picture of what it looks like when it's brought up from the depths of the
Oh,
ocean.
is that
So
so?
the depressurization like collapses its body, but that's what it actually looks like when it's 3,000 feet below
Oh, yeah,
the
it
sea
looks
level.
normal,
and
then,
then
yeah,
you
it does
pull it
look
up because of the water pressure.
Yeah, it fucks it up.
When you're that deep in the ocean, 3,000 feet, it's like the equivalent of having like 15
Well,
Chevy.
yeah, pressure
Chevy.
is huge, yeah.
Yeah, another fun fact. Deepest point in the ocean, Challenger Deep, the Marianas Trench.
Yep.
Equivalent to having 50 jumbo jets dropped on you, trying to balance an elephant on your thumb.
What?
Dude,
What
it's-
are you talking
The
about?
pressure,
bro?
the pressure,
The
of
water
the
pressure.
Marianas Trench. You ever heard of that?
Yeah.
It's one of the deepest points of the ocean.
It is
bro.
the deepest. Well, Challenger Deep is a specific part of it.
Right,
It's
yeah,
so
okay,
deep
yeah.
that if you were to drop Mount Everest into it, there would still be, I think, about a kilometer of water above it.
Really?
That's how deep it is.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
deep as fuck.
And there's been about 9. They really did some progress last year in 2019. So before 2019, there was only 2 people that had went down to the bottom of the trench, and that was or
Jesus.
3 people. Back in the 60s, it was Don Walsh and Jacques Picard. They went down in the Trieste. And then in 2012, have you guys seen the Titanic?
Yeah.
Director James Cameron went down there in his own sub. And if it's exploded, like 6 more people have gone down there.
Really?
It's very...
Weird.
We know more about the surface of Mars than we do about the deepest point in the ocean.
We only know about 5%
Yeah.
of the Earth's
And
like,
for good
ocean.
reason. It's really hard to get to.
Yeah, it's really hard to get to, and like the life that lives down there is so like it's so tiny because like to live down there you have to have like the basic like life form. Like,
Yeah, but
I'm sure it's
survive.
cold as
and
shit.
oh yeah, it's
Oh,
below
yeah.
Gotta be
freezing.
a cold-blooded
And
animal.
the thing is about
yeah.
the animals down there
And the
because
pressure, too.
Yeah.
because there's no light, nothing can photosynthesize.
Exactly. Yeah. So you have to survive on like the tiniest of like energy.
Plankton.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, the stuff that drops from the
The stuff
top of
that
the ocean,
drops.
like all the. I found this out. Like if you guys are in the water, like you see like these tiny little particles floating down. A lot of that's like feces from other fish.
Really?
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised.
Dude,
Like
fish
they-
poop, too.
The fish,
No.
or
No, they don't.
It's not even. I wouldn't even
Fish
know if
don't
you could call them
I'm
fish.
never going
technically.
fishing again.
You know, at the bottom of the Marianas Trench, I'm not even if sure you could call the life forms down there literally a fish. You know what I mean? Like they survive on the littlest energy. They use the littlest energy to like live. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
Yeah.
it's like you know, it's like using your electricity and your food to like the max point you can to survive. You know what I
And
mean?
there's just like this myth that really blows my mind that people say the megalodon is still alive and living at the bottom of the Challenger
No,
Deep.
definitely
That's
not.
impossible because what they're
Slows
saying is,
survive.
dude, shut the fuck up. All right. So if you guys think about megalodon, how big it was, the reason megalodon went extinct was because its main diet was the giant whales, the prehistoric whales that they used to feed on. They went extinct. So in chain reaction, the megalodon
one
went
way.
extinct. It needs a diet like that. So at the bottom of the ocean with those tiny fish, how do you think it's gonna find a new
No
diet
way.
with
It's
animals
not
that
possible. It'd have to be like this. That
People.
would be the megalodon.
people
Like,
the megalodon is extinct. Get over it.
What are you even looking right now?
Dude, I'm just looking at the trending stuff right now. I got no idea.
What are
Danica-
you talking
Literally,
about?
it literally says how Danica Patrick reportedly feels about Aaron Rodgers' engagement. I don't know how either of them have anything to do with each other. I mean, I guess they have a
okay,
picture with each other. But
Have you guys seen this thing with UCLA?
no, what's up?
The track and field.
The
one?
track and field thing. How they dismissed a runner because they had a bunch of racist and sexist comments.
for
no, what's
what
up,
or
man?
why
What
or
did they
what?
say? What? They said some shit.
They don't say the exact comments, but they said they had a bunch of like racist and sexist comments going around, so they cut him from the team. And my only thing is this whole like what you say on the internet thing going a little bit too far? Because I feel like it's getting a little bit obnoxious.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I know cancel culture is a very difficult topic to go over, but I mean, honestly, if you're gonna say anything that is remotely racist or homophobic,
It's common
like,
sense that you
I
shouldn't
mean, they
say
had
that.
the-
common
had
sense you
the-
shouldn't say. Common sense you shouldn't believe.
What was
in
that?
it, really,
was that
but-
Yeah, I agree.
Was that the GM of the Mets that just dropped down the other day?
No, it was the Seattle Mariners.
The Mariners, dude.
The
He dropped
CEO.
down because he did crap like that too.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what it is, though.
dude, that's
how
I
many
feel
of
like
those
that's
old fucks are like that?
So
though?
obnoxious, though.
It's
bro.
obnoxious, but like, do you really want to support somebody like that, though?
Well, no, but I mean, if they do a good, I don't know, bro. It's such a tough topic.
I'm not saying they couldn't be given a second chance.
Yeah,
but
of course.
They have to earn that second chance.
Yeah, like last month, golfer Justin Thomas missed a putt and he used a homophobic slur. His Ralph Lauren sponsorship immediately gone.
Really?
Even though he apologized, and his apology was sincere.
Yeah.
Yep.
You just can't anymore.
Yeah. Because he
Like-
apologized right after it. And
Right
Apologizing
after,
doesn't do anything for you anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Well,
the-
It's
It's
like to me, it's just like they don't accept your apology. Why do they want you to apologize in the
Yeah.
first place if you're not going to
Exactly.
accept
That's
it?
a good point too.
Cancel
and
culture.
Part of it is, so is he still in the league? Is he still
Yep.
in the league?
He's still
And
golfing right now.
That's what I always say.
But
is
he
almost
lost a lot of money from the
Yeah, he
sponsorship.
lost a lot of sponsorship, but you can't really do anything about the sponsorship. That's brand risk, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The company will never support
That's
somebody that they
true.
think is a brand risk, you know what I mean?
Yep.
That's true.
And so technically, if you want to attack that issue, you're gonna have to go at companies, not at like politics or like general like school of thought, really. Anyway,
That's fair. No, that's definitely fair. I mean, yeah. I don't know. That's pretty much all about, I don't know, all we got right now for this episode. Episode 6. Definitely.
Is this 6 now?
It's episode 6.
Is this 6?
This is episode 6.
Wow.
Yeah. I think it
Fun
is.
fact, most podcasts stop after 7. So we already got
is
podcast
this the
7.
last
already
podcast?
We already got,
we already
we
have
already-
like podcast 10 done.
Bro, we already got how many podcasts booked, so definitely keep up with us. Follow
us
our
booked.
Facebook. We'll post some links for you guys on
We got
there
some
for
fun
sure.
guests coming up this upcoming couple weeks,
You
so
got no
stay
clue,
freaking tuned.
No clue.
bet.
But thanks Q-Tip and Justin again for popping on.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having us on.
Hell yeah, and we'll see,
See you,
guys
folks.
next time.
I like how she moving. I like how she moving. I got that new whip. Jose the dude trip. I like how she moving. I like how she moving.